Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Stormworks yet again, and today we are back in the Hardcore Career Mode series. Now, today what we're going to be doing is actually equipping our mining vehicle with some driving gear to actually allow it to move, and maybe even actually starting some mining. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on with it. One of the comments on the previous video was that we should add some lights. That is of course true, so we'll probably do that. I might even add a bed and stuff like that as well, but we'll have to see. Before we do any of that, I'm actually going to go ahead and delete these guys and delete that guy right there. And I'm actually going to have to delete this guy and this guy as well, because we're going to replace it with something else. So, if we go to pivots, we can go ahead and use a power pivot. Alright, so what this is going to allow us to do, which, you know, you might not otherwise have known, we're actually going to shove this guy onto here sort of like this. Oh no, this isn't actually going to work out. It's not going to work out the way I need it to anyway. What do I do in that situation? I could put it over there somewhere. I don't know, if I delete this and I put it here. Is that weird? Is that a really weird way of doing this? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But we should be able to attach that directly onto there. However, we're going to need to do it with a pipe. So, I don't know how this is going to go, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. So, we need to angle enclosed. Here we go. Send that up there like that. Actually, on this side, it's just going to be a block because we don't need it. We're going to send this across to pretty much the center. This one's going to come across like this, and we're going to shove this under here like that. There we go. And honestly, that should be fine. Yes, that should be a-okay. So all we need to do is grab ourselves a few more pipes, a few more straight pipes. There we go. Send this from here forwards, just like this. There you go. And then it's going to have to branch down onto both sides, because that's how this works. It's essentially going to be powered by the engine rather than any motors, which may or may not make sense. I'm not sure. I don't know what the most efficient way of doing this is, so this is what we're going with, which, again, may or may not be a good idea. Anyway, shove that onto there, shove this under here, and shove these guys together, just like that. There we go. Not too bad. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is actually attach the clutch, which is down there, up to here. We're also going to need to attach the clutch to the wheels. Whether we need it to be four-wheel drive or just two-wheel drive is a different question, but I'm thinking we're just going to go with two-wheel at the back for right now, because we can. So let's go ahead and send this way until we get to a point where the engine is. Here it is. And figure that out. So we'll put a T-piece on there like that. There we go. We'll send this guy out to the side like this. Send this guy in a straight line out this way. There we go. And then we're going to need some angled pieces, just like this guy. There we go, to go there. We're going to get ourselves a clutch and shove that directly onto here. That's good. And then we're going to have to do the rest of it with pipes. So, straight line pipe. Here we go. Send it backwards just like so. All the way to about there. That's good. Bring that upwards, obviously. Here we go, like this, and send that into there like that. There we go. Although actually, we need this on both sides, don't we? So actually what we're going to do is this. Bam! There we go, and bam! There we go. So now we've got two-wheel drive at the back. What I'm going to do with that as well is get ourselves a gearbox, and essentially just shove that onto there like this, and there we go. We're going to set those to 3 to 1. There we go, and this one is going to be a reverse gear. And there we go, nice. So, we're going to be two-wheel drive for right now. If we need to change that, we totally can. But I think that's okay. Right, good. From there, we're going to need to come upwards and go out the back. And this might be a weird way of doing things. I'm not sure. But, yeah, straight pipe goes through there. That's good. Let's get ourselves an angled pipe as well. And shove that straight onto there like this. And then we should be able to get away with just like a straight piece coming straight out of there and going backwards. There we go, just like that. I think that's fine. I mean, I know it looks a little bit weird, but I think it is fine. We're going to send this to 32, 1 to 32. There we go. And that is it. I think I also need a clutch here somewhere. So let's do that. Here we go. Clutch, yes. Shove that onto there. And that is awesome. Alright, good. So, A and D needs to be our steering. So I guess this is going to be our steering here. And this will have to change because at the minute they're mirrored. So actually, we need an inverter. That's fine. Here we go. Obviously, I don't actually need an inverter. We could do it differently. But this is, I don't know, a very simple way of doing it. So let's go ahead and attach that onto there and that onto there. W&S is going to be our clutch for driving, which I believe is this one. There we go. And then up and down is going to be for this, I think. There we go. And then left and right is actually going to be for, I don't know, this clutch, I guess, so that we can actually turn the clutch on. I think that makes sense. I do need to label all of these things because I will forget. Up and down is for the boom. There we go. Good. Left and right is for the mining stuff. There we go. Right, cool. Forwards. Oh, actually, like clutch, wheels, clutch. There you go. And steering. There we go. Right. So I think that's everything. I'm pretty sure that's everything. We just need, like, brakes now. So brakes can go on 1. Here we go. All right, brakes on the rear, brakes on the front. Excellent. We need a way to start this thing and some other stuff like that. So I'll quickly do that, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Okay, so I added the microcontroller that we add to everything, so that's good. I've also added some dials to the sides because we don't really have enough room in here, so they're all on the outside, which seems to make no sense. I'm going to delete this guy right here and this guy right here, and I'm going to add some ladders. So, first thing, a ladder. Oh no, we can't actually add a ladder because I built it too close to the outside. Okay, well, we can actually just jump straight into there anyway, and that will be fine. Another thing that we do desperately need to add is some rope anchors. So that is the next thing we're going to do, and we're going to have to add a bunch more stuff as well. There's just loads of things you don't even think about when you're building, and you just need them. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there. I am actually going to go and delete this guy and put this right here, just in case. There we go. And we're going to go to the rear and do a similar thing. So that's going to go there, just in case we need to be dragged backwards or forwards or whatever. I'm also going to delete these guys and shove those onto there. And if I can, I'm actually going to go and shove 2 onto here. There we go. Very nice. I think that's fine. And that's probably it. I think this thing will move now, if we're lucky. Let's go ahead and have a little look at the fuel and stuff. So battery's full. Fuel is 1,700. And engine temperature is fine. Let's go ahead and turn our engine on. There we go. It does seem to be working. Okay, so the issue that we currently have now is that the clutch doesn't actually have an operation. So it's going to have to just work with the throttle lever, because all the other clutches are actually on something else. So if we do this and this, it's sort of working. Our steering is inverted, so we just need to swap them around. So instead of this going up to there, it actually just goes to here, and then this one goes to A and D. Bam! There we go. Steering has been fixed. Our clutch, I don't know what our clutch should be on. Maybe that needs a clamp. I've got an idea. So in real life, you wouldn't want to do this. I am not going to lie. You would not want to do this. However, in Stormworks, it's a bit different. So we're going to put our clutch pressure, max value, to 0.73. Yes. Alright, go. So someone worked out quite a while ago that that was pretty good. Whether that's still true or not, I'm not sure. Uh-oh. I mean, it's driving, it's just not driving very well. Right, we need to test out some other things as well. So if we lower this down, and we turn it on, does it work? Not really. Uh-oh. Also, for some reason, we haven't actually managed to attach this together at all, so we need to do that too. So this goes, like, inwards, I think, then it goes upwards, and then it goes into here, just like that. There we go. Right, cool. So, I think we need some gearboxes on this, even if it's just one. There we go. Shove that on there like this, and do that. There we go. 3 to 1. Okay, excellent. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. With that being said, though, I don't know. Is it fine? Is it not fine? I don't know. Right, let's go ahead and spawn that in. It does Need some electricity eventually, but that's fine. So if we turn this on, and we throttle this up, and then I do this, it's not doing anything. I'm trying to run the mining equipment, but actually it's just stalling out the engine. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? I don't know what's actually, like, limiting this engine either. I can't really see it, so we're gonna have to delete some bits and bobs, and see if we can see it. Maybe even just delete these guys. No, that's not a good idea. Maybe if we just delete those. I mean, that's not a good idea either, actually. Okay, okay, I'm gonna delete these like this, and I'm gonna... Oh, wait, hang on. I'm accidentally doing it on both sides. Delete those guys like that, there we go. Shove that one on there, and shove this one on here, just so we can sort of see the engine. I'm gonna paint those guys like that, paint these guys like this, and now we can see in there. Good. Okay, so it is bouncing around literally all over the place. The exhaust is going 0 to 100 constantly. And I believe if we get rid of some of the exhaust restrictions, you know, the catalytic converters, we might have a little bit of a better time. So delete some of those. There we go. Add a pipe instead. Maybe like a sealed pipe. There we go. And just shove that onto there and onto there. And see if that runs any better. It might. It might also not. I'm not sure. Doesn't sound like it's running any better. I feel like it's just... It's not necessarily that. It is actually more just the clutch pressure, isn't it? So, we're going to delete this guy and this guy, and we're going to shove this onto here. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll have this be our clutch control for that. There we go. I'm then going to delete this guy. We don't need it. I'm going to shove this back in there. That's good. And I'm also going to paint this piece like this. So, this is our clutch. Okay, right. Is this going to work? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, all of those are fine. Let's attach all of these guys. Everything else is connected. Spawn it in. Let's see what this does. So, turn the engine on. It doesn't seem to be revving up that high. It's really not. I'm not sure why, though. Because our other engine revs up way higher than that. Our exhaust still isn't actually expelling any exhaust either. There's actually nothing coming out of there. So, what's happening? What is going on? Alright, so the exhaust should be, like, coming out of there. Going straight into a catalytic converter. It goes through, like, 2 of them? 3 of them? Alright, what if I get rid of these restrictions altogether? And I shove this on instead. Let's see if it is the exhaust. It could be that it's not the exhaust. I'm not sure, though. Still sounds like it's limited, but... yeah. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to try something slightly different. Instead of there being a gearbox right there, and a gearbox wherever I put it down here, delete those guys, and attach these ones on instead. There we go. We are going to actually try and do it all within here. So as soon as it comes out, it is going to go into a gearbox. Right, so, pipe? Yes. Let's have it go straight up from there. Like that, there we go. It is going to go into a gearbox, and that'll be fine. I can't remember where I was at. The door just went. Anyway, we need to put a gearbox straight into here like this. There we go. And then from there, we need the T-junction to come out of here, essentially. So let's get a T-pipe. There it is. Good. And send it out sideways. Send this guy down and attach those guys together. Yes. Bosh and bosh. There we go. I think that's everything. Good. We're then going to grab this guy, and we will actually put it down here somewhere. Just like this. And we will have a reverse gear, because we're going to need one. So attach those guys together. Attach that guy together as well. All the way over to there. We don't need a reverse gear on the other things, so that's fine. And yeah, we're good to go. We are actually good to go. So, gearbox right here, let's go ahead and attach that to 2. That's going to be our reverse if we need to. 2 is reverse. And there we go. Good. Yes. I'm also actually just going to go ahead and put a button on here before I forget. This button is going to be for dumping stuff. So there you go. Open the funnel. And we're going to have to give that guy some electricity as well. Otherwise, we'll have more problems. But there you go. That's going to allow us to open that. Okay, spawn it in again. Let's see if this has changed anything at all. I don't know if it will have. But let's go. I don't feel like this makes much sense. Like, we're stalling out the engine, but, like, there's no load on it. You know? There's, like, no load on the engine, so that doesn't really make that much sense to me. I don't think so, anyway. I don't know whether it's getting all of the fuel that it needs, or not, I'm not sure. But there is something definitely wrong about this, because it should be working fine. I feel like that, anyway. I feel like it should be working okay. But it just isn't. Like, it's driving, though, so that's pretty good. If we then put the brakes on, and I lower the boom down... Yeah, so the mining machine tools themselves, actually, they stall the engine. I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so I've increased the RPS limits from 20 to 30, which will overheat us eventually, but I've also actually got rid of one of these guys, because I feel like we were actually having some issues because of that. They actually take quite a lot of power to use, so I guess getting rid of one of them does make sense. I don't know whether I should actually have this angled down as well. I don't know whether that's going to help. Whether we attach it, like, you know, pointing downwards or not, I'm not sure. But I think it's okay. So far, we're actually doing alright. So, if we now go to up and down, we need that to be on sticky. There we go. Sensitivity is actually going to go down to, like, 5% instead. And mining stuff, I guess that's going to be on sticky too. And sensitivity on that is actually going to be 5% as well. So, if we now spawn this in, right, we start the engine, like we normally would. So we do this and this. There we go. And then we do this, obviously for the clutch. We'd lower this down. So it's touching the ground. And then we turn it on. Which I think is fine, but I don't know how quick that's going to do it. You know, I don't feel like that's very good. I don't know whether we add like a bunch of gearboxes to make that spin quicker or not. I'm not entirely sure how it works. So what I'm going to try is just add some gearboxes and see if we can get it just spinning a little bit easier. I don't know whether that's going to be true or not. So 3 to 1. I'll do it just with that to begin with, and we'll see what that does. Here we go. So you turn this on, you do this, and you throttle this up. You then spin this. It cuts out straight away. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, cool. So if this is... That's currently 1 to 1. What if that is 3 to 1 there? And then these guys are all like 1 to 1. Just for now. Spawn that in. See what that does. I don't know. There's loads of different ways of doing stuff in this game. Alright, there we go. So we got that going. I don't know whether we need RPS for this, or whether we need torque. I would assume RPS. That stalled it out straight away. Oh, yikes. Alright, let's see what happens this time. So, put the clutch in. There we go. Awesome. And let's do this. This could be interesting to see. Alright, it did stall us out eventually. But it wasn't too bad. So what I did was I actually added this right here. Obviously the other way around. I'm going to add another one of those. And we're actually going to have that be 3 to 1 as well. And we'll see what that does. Whether that helps us or hinders us, I'm not so sure. But let's do this and this. Throttle that up. There we go. Good. And then spin it. You know what? That's fine. There you go. So it is torque that we need on the mining drill. That's okay. Alright, good. So we've actually got it so that that actually works. That is brilliant. I don't think we'll be able to run everything at the same time, so let's go ahead and set that to 0. There we go. And then we should be able to drive as well. You know what? Actually, that's fine. There we go. We've got it so that it will actually work. Brilliant. Alright, lights is something that I want to add now. So let's go to light. Let's go for red to begin with, I think. Here we go, red. And we're just going to go ahead and shove these in certain areas. So that's going to go there. It's also going to go there. That's fine. In fact, on both sides, though. There you go. So delete that one, put it in there. Delete this one, put it in here. Those are just going to be normal lights, obviously. We're then going to add a spotlight directly on top of here. Because we can, so that's going to go up there like this. I'm also going to add a spotlight to the side and a spotlight to the other side like this. I'd also like a, I don't know, a spinny thing on top of here as well, but I'm not going to do that. Not today, anyway. So 3 is going to be for literally all of the lights. Every single light is going to turn on. Also, these lights on the sides aren't going to be red. They're actually going to be a different color. Probably white, to be honest. Or at least gray. There we go. Gray, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and make these ones a bit lighter gray as well, if we can. And there we go. Alright, I am actually really thinking of moving this one. So instead of it being on there like it is, we're going to actually have to shove that on there like this. Which means that this guy, instead of turning there, is going to turn a little bit further. So delete this one, send it, 1, 2, 1, 2, and shove this guy onto there just like this. There we go. I think that's fine. Yeah. Alright, so the last thing that I'm actually going to do is add a bed. I know this doesn't make much sense, if any, but I do need to sleep randomly sometimes, like for example now. So we're actually going to go to sleep on the bed, which is on the top right now. We're going to get to daytime, and then in the morning, we're going to head over, and we're going to start mining. At least I think so, anyway. So let's do this. There we go. Alright, good. So let's get inside. Turn this on. Turn this on. There we go. Throttle it up. And drive. Yeah. Alright, cool. I don't know the way into the mine from the outside. I don't know whether we can just drive up here. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how this quite works. I'm going to drive up here anyway. It's not like I've actually explored it. What? Oh, no. I have to lift that up if we're going to drive. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Return to the workbench. If we're driving, we need to lift that up. That's okay. Right, let me also make sure we actually have electricity on everything. Yes, I was thinking the lights didn't have any electricity. Alright, there we go. There we go. And is there anything else? These lights up here. Alright, that should be everything now with electricity. So, if we spawn this in... Actually, I need to save it too, so let's go ahead and save it real quick. There we go, let's spawn it in. Alright, good. We'll lift it up and we'll start driving. In fact, we need to check if it works still. So do this. Do this. And do this. Yes, alright, cool. It does still work. That is awesome. Alright, good. So let's drive ourselves out of here. And we'll go from there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's go. So, we need to lift it, remember? There we go. And now drive. Hey, this is excellent. Okay, so I feel like there's like some sort of cave entrance up here. I seem to remember doing some sort of rally or something like that. And I believe it went through the side of the cliff up here. This might be it, but I'm not sure. There doesn't seem to be a path. Oh, no way it's that. Oh, God. Okay, right. Well, I don't know how this is going to go. Do I have a reverse? I do. Let's see if that works. Yeah, our reverse does actually seem to do something. That's brilliant. Alright, here we go. Let's drive up there and see if we can get through. I don't know. Maybe we're going to be too big for this? Who knows? Alright, let's turn the lights on. Oh my goodness. I don't like this. I do not like this. There's some coal on the wall. I can't actually get to that really, so I'm not going to do that. We're going to continue driving through. Oh my... Okay, I can barely see anything from here when the boom is up, but that's fine. Alright, just keep going. Hopefully we don't come out like halfway up. Hopefully we're at the bottom of the mine. Let's see. Yes, we are. Okay. Excellent. And there is no coal outside. Oh, wow. This isn't good. I need to go down the big cave. Okay, so it appears that the coal is actually all somewhat on the walls? For some reason... Oh, is that like a Dalmatian? Oh, there we go. For some reason, I thought that it would all be on the ground, but that is not the case here. It actually all appears to be... mainly on the walls. So, we could have kept it the way that I had it originally, but that's fine. So, if we drive forwards... There is a dog there. And we, like, drop this here. Here we go. We lower it down. Yes! Kind of like this, yeah. And turn it on. That should be it, I think. I'm gonna get out and we're gonna check. Yes, it is actually mining coal. That's brilliant. It's taken ages, but it's working. That's actually working. That's really cool. Alright, come here, doggo. Come here. We got a Dalmatian. Yes. Will it sit in a bed? I hope so. There you go. Dalmatian is on the bed. Hey, nice. But yeah, I'm actually extremely happy with this. We've got it working, and that's all we need. Okay, so I think that is actually where we are going to leave it for today. If you want to see the engine temperature, it is currently 35. Our fuel is going down sort of rapidly, actually, quite quickly. But it is actually working, so I am very, very pleased with this. However, for now, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.